Game 4, Eastern Semifinals. The Nets have their backs against the wall, down 3-0. Can the dream of defying history by doing what no team has done before drive them to victory? It's a must-win game.
Welcome to 2K Sports. And Game 4 of the Eastern Conference semifinal. You look at the Bulls, and what a dismantling we've seen in this series. These guys are locked and loaded and looking like future champions.
Yeah, that is very true. I mean, there's still a long way to go in this postseason, but they're just too focused and too talented. This matchup likely ends tonight.
And the starting group for Chicago. They've got Jaylen Brown, and it's the Beast in at center, locking down the middle.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordy Fernandez. Their team's biggest concern tonight, the scoring of Jaylen Brown. Coach commenting, quote, "Brown has become an elite scorer in this league. Jaylen can have huge nights. We know he's going to score, but we have to limit his easy looks, especially early." Something to watch, BA.
And Allie, thanks. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Brown scanning the floor. Plenty of space. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
Well, when you're as polished and practiced a shooter as Brown, there's no reason to hesitate.
Allen, the pass to Drummond. Back to Allen.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. That free throw good from Allen. So both free throws good from Allen.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Outside, Brown. Sends it home from three-point land. Brown's got 5 points.
This shot used to be a question mark for Brown coming into the league. Now you got to guard him from deep.
Allen, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Allen with a screen on Brown. Tries the 9-footer. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Garnett passes to the Beast. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Brown for 3. Korver grabs the board.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Garnett passes to Ellis. Outside, Brown. Again, Brown missing. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Brooklyn. Pass to Allen. Screen by Durant. And Allen gets it to go on the assist from Durant. 5 points in the game.
What you love about KD is the way he thinks the game. intelligent and experienced. You can count on him to always make the right play.
Inside to the left side wing. Outside, Brown. Here's the beast. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Well, as his career has progressed, Brown's really improved his playmaking. Credit to him for putting in the work.
Here's Allen. It's hauled in by Garnett.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
The beast shot is off. Brooklyn leading by 4. Outside Durant. Pass to Drummond. Drummond. It's good on the putback.
And with great length and explosiveness, Drummond's ability to clean up the glass is second to none.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And here now a list of the players who have had the hottest hand in the playoffs. 5th is Kevin Durant.
Perfect time to take it to another level offensively. He's really carried them at that end.
Brown against Allen. Pass to the beast. Here's Ellis. Shot clock at 6. His first shot attempt. The rebound by Allen.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
Here's Drummond, defended by Brown. And the jam by Drummond.
Well, that's about as high percentage a look as Drummond's going to get. Nice job inside.
Pass to the beast. An easy 2 on the layup. The beast has got his second basket.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Durant with a screen on Brown. Tipped. Here's Garnett. No points yet. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nets.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Brooklyn leading by 3. Outside Durant. Cunningham passes to Durant. Drains the triple.
Yeah, smooth and focused. KD is so polished, so prolific.
Pass to Ellis. Back to Brown. Goes up on the wing. Brooklyn pulls it in.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Cunningham with the ball. Now guarded by Brown. Step back and squared up. And now it's an 8-point Nets lead.
Not an easy shot at all. Cunningham seems to have it early on in his NBA career.
And he lobs it up top. Ellis passes to Brown. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Brown's got 7.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Allen outside from downtown. Stojakovic grabs the board. The Bulls trail by 6. Outside, Brown. Picked by Isaac. Puts up a 3. Brown can't hit. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 8 of 16 attempts to fall. Pass to Cunningham. Valanciunas sets a screen. The shot. Allen on the wing. Spins. Can't convert off the spin.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Outside, Brown. Fires in the triple. Now just a 3-point Nets lead.
Well, this is what Brown was looking for. He just needed the ball, and then instantly his shot was up.
Valanciunas finds Durant. Fires it. Chicago with a rebound. Isaac, the pass to Brown. And Cunningham pulls it down.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Pass to Valanciunas. Now here's Allen from outside the arc. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
Well, with his size, Valanciunas can survey the whole floor and pick out those big openings to take advantage of.
Ellis passes to Brown. Another three for Chicago.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying him. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Outside Durant. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And that's KD recognizing the opportunity, putting the defender in a no-win spot.
The first free throw is good.
No doubt Kevin Durant is the best scoring forward of his generation, maybe of all time. I mean, KD can do anything offensively.
Markkanen's checked in for Ellis. And both free throws good for Durant.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
And there's the lob and the jam by Brown.
A big athletic finish by Brown, polishing off the lob pass with authority.
Brown against Cunningham. And he comes up with a bucket. And the Nets lead by 5. Brown against Cunningham. That one falls. Brown's got 17 points.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. It's the Nets. They lead by 3. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. And looking at what we've seen from the Nets, what do you think, guys?
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
Here's Brown. They've got Luke Cornett. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Trey Murphy, and it's Korver in at the 4 spot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. Thompson outside. Shot from the wing. Cornett can't hit. Chicago trailing here. Outside, Brown. Here's Stojakovic. He's scoreless. Kicks it out, Towns. Towns, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Honestly, guys, I don't know how you defend Towns as the screener in this action. He can slip, roll, pop out.
Some solid defense from Markkanen. And Brown has got the ball here for Chicago. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. For 3, and Gilgeous-Alexander with a block.
Read the eyes of the ball handler, and Gilgeous-Alexander able to get a hand up in time.
And looking at these playoffs so far, here are some of the players who have been distributing the ball the best. Second is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can and keeping everyone involved.
And on top of that, they've been dialed in from deep. And if they keep it up, it could be a big night for them.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Allen's checked in. And a change for the Bulls. Ellis is checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
They're one of the greatest shooters ever. Thompson's confidence is what makes him so dangerous.
Ellis passes to Towns. Pass to Stojakovic. And it's Cornette with a rebound.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Allen, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA from distance.
Yeah, total focus from Shea there. Ready to go off the feed.
And here's Markkanen. Here's Ellis. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Back to Markkanen. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Markkanen's got his first bucket in this one.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Allen can't get it to go. The Bulls have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, the way Markkanen plays inside is exactly what that coaching staff wants.
The first one falls.
Well, there's a 7-footer who can own the glass and hit shots from the outside. Lauri Markkanen is everything you want in a big.
Drummond's checked in for Brooklyn. Markkanen hits them both. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 7. Pass to Drummond. Here's Allen. Fires from the wing. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Allen's got 10 points in the game. Chicago has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Markkanen outside. The 3. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
Timeout.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He wants to review the game plan. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. To the paint. Ooh, stolen by Allen. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander gets the bucket on the breakaway.
Recognizes the fast break opportunity and takes full advantage. Gilgeous-Alexander has a solid feel for the game.
Towns looking for an opening. The Beast passes to Towns. Just 4 to shoot. Oh, the soft touch from Markkanen, the 7-footer.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Drummond with the screen. The three is up. Rebound by the Beast. The Beast has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Stojakovic, and the shot falls short that time.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Allen, right side. Thompson outside. Lets it go from deep. The shot off that time. The Bulls have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Ellis passes to Markkanen. Towns outside. Here's Ellis. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Lets it fly. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Stojakovic has got his first basket. Allen, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Nets lead by 2.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Markkanen for 3. Korver grabs the board. Korver's got 5 rebounds tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Allen. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Look at Shea playing big inside.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Ellis passes to Markkanen. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. This will be his 3rd free throw of the game. Brooklyn making some changes. Durant, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Cunningham subbed in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good for Markkanen.
And he didn't go to the line once in the first half. But now he's figuring out how to draw contact and get himself to the line.
Korver passes to Durant. Lets it go. The shot no good. For Chicago, they've gotten 6 shots to fall out of 13 attempts here in the second. Here's Isaac. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And good effort from Isaac inside the paint. Just refusing to back off and getting fouled.
These are his first free throws of the game. That free throw good from Isaac.
You know, Isaac had some injury struggles in his career, but he hasn't let that deter him. He still plays with a lot of intensity and gives this game his all.
Jonas Valanciunas is checked in for Drummond. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
Well, he's got to be disappointed that he wasn't able to take the lead, but at least he evened things up.
And it's slammed in by Durant.
And that's just incredible focus from the swingman. Durant is skilled at scoring despite the contact.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. Free throw is good from Durant.
Yeah, just knocking down every free throw. I mean, I love to see this kind of efficiency.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And so here is Chicago. They trail by 3. Markkanen outside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and is getting them to the free throw line.
He's made all of his free throws to this point. 3 of 3. He misses the free throw.
And when Markkanen is used correctly, he can be an important contributor. A big man who can really shoot, which is valuable in today's game.
And he sinks the second. And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Pass to Korver. Now here's Allen. Top of the key. It's hauled in by Garnett.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
There's a screen. From the wing. A nice shot by Brown. Brown's got 19 points.
Well, we're seeing this more and more out of Brown. The ability to take over for an extended period of time.
Here's Durant. And again, it's the Nets missing. The Bulls have gotten 7 shots out of 14 attempts in the second quarter. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That's on Jonas Valanciunas.
And forcing the defense's hand right there. I mean, Jonathan Isaac to the line, a good sign for this team.
And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night. And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. No good on the second free throw. Brooklyn's gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Cunningham, right side. Shot clock at 5. Releases. The rebound by Markkanen. Chicago has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Isaac outside. Pass to Brown. Launches it. That one's off. 8 for 15 now in this one.
Well, he started out with 3 triples in the first quarter, but he hasn't been able to connect from distance here in the second.
Yeah, great heads-up play by Durant, reading the floor and finding the guy with the best shot available.
Pass to Ellis. Back to Brown. Here's the 3. Big hit from outside. Jaylen Brown.
Another triple for him. His 4th of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them.
Uses the glass on the layup.
Tried to get in there using his height. Murphy working through the defense.
Allen against Brown. The 3 is up. That one no good. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Brooklyn. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Brooklyn Nets.
I like their approach on the boards. Get in there, establish position. Aggressively go after the ball, Ernie.
If they come out on top tonight, Shaq, that's how they're going to do it, by being more active and more physical than the other team.
looking at how the Nets are doing in this series. They've gone into halftime with the game all tied up. But, Kenny, what do they need to do to make this series competitive?
Well, they'll need to come out after the half, and they'll hit the court with a lot of energy, and starting with executing the coach's notes right away.
Absolutely. They can't afford to waste any time. Got to grab the lead and never let go of it.
Hopefully they've got enough fight left in them. Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And welcome back, folks, for more Eastern Conference semifinal action. Jaylen Brown having a dominant impact in this game.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Happy to have you back with us for the Eastern Conference semifinals on 2K Sports. Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. They've got Karl Anthony Towns, and it's the Beast in at the center position. Durant, the pass to Allen. Outside Durant. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Add KD's mid-range J to the game's unblockable shots alongside the sky hook and the step-back three.
This will be his fourth shot at the line here in this one. Free throw, no good for Durant. Chicago trailing here. And here's Brown for three. The offensive rebound. Here's Towns. The layup misses.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
There's that man, Gilgeous-Alexander. So tough to contend with his quickness.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shea in the league.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. And so here is Chicago. 4-point game. Ellis passes to Brown. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Here's Allen. It falls. 5 for 11 in the game. Here's Ellis. No made baskets yet. It's Brown on the wing. Pass to Ellis. Back to Brown. Oh, look at Brown. Bang it inside.
And that's got to be a relief. Finally getting something to go here in the second half.
For three, Allen. Chicago with a rebound. Towns has got 5 rebounds in the game. Outside, Brown. Sinks the tray. Brown's got 5 points in the quarter.
And he was hot from 3 to start this game. That's his first since halftime.
Allen, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Allen with a screen on Brown. Pass to Durant. Clock at 6. It's hauled in by Garnett. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Brooklyn trailing. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander shoots over Brown, and the Nets miss again. For Chicago, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. 4-3, and Gilgeous-Alexander with a block. Oh my goodness! Brown would not be denied.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Allen. Pass to Korver. Can they get it? And Gilgeous-Alexander with the lay-in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 18 points in the game.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Thompson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. The Bulls making a switch here. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Down low. Here's Brown. Brown cashes in. A terrific finisher inside.
They're really working the paint now.
Nets trail by 3. Thompson with it. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Thompson. From deep. They shoot again. There's the block. Drummond. Here's Stojakovic. Outside, Brown. Misses the 3. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Durant, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Durant. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Now guarded by Brown. Korver, that one's good.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Chicago has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Outside, Brown. No good on the triple. Brooklyn has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Cornette's checked in for Drummond. And here is Thompson. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
Outside, inside, in between. It doesn't matter. SGA is lethal. They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Thompson finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Five on the clock. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Yep, count it. Cornette's got his first points of the game. The Bulls have gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this third. Outside, Brown. They get it again. Up again. They had a number of cracks at it. Just came away empty-handed. Durant, the pass to Thompson. And there's the screen. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Brown. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Chicago trailing here. Towns outside. Here's Garnett. Back to Towns. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Can't afford to leave the ground if you're the defense, and that's when Towns can really hurt you.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes the first.
Well, the thing about Towns, he's talented and he's flexible. You want him to be your number 1 option? Great. If you want him to play a supporting role, he's okay with that. So you can put him in any lineup.
And so Towns nails them both.
And no matter what the chatter is out there, all Big Cat does is produce on a nightly basis.
And the timeout called here by Jordy Fernandez. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Out to the wing. Here's Thompson. Stojakovic grabs the board. Chicago has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. Towns is screen on Thompson. Pass to Isaac. Here's Stojakovic, defended by Thompson. And again, no good by Chicago.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Thompson, a screen on Brown. Shot from the top of the key. Chicago with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 7 tonight. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last. So the Nets making a switch here. Allen's checked in. Now Brown. Give him 31 now. Towns is screen on Cunningham. Just 5 to shoot. Brown can't hit.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Pass to Cunningham. A minute 39 left in the third.
Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Here's Towns. Brown in the high post. Markkanen outside. A show of force by Markkanen to get through.
Yeah, he was showing some muscle there. Markkanen is so tough to contain at times.
Cunningham passes to Valanciunas. Here's Cornette. Isaac covering. Valanciunas with a screen on Brown. Cunningham finds Valanciunas.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Pass to Markkanen. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Markkanen's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, Markkanen keeps the defense off balance with the quick trigger.
Allen outside. Lets it go from the wing. Doesn't go for him. Isaac, the pass to Brown. Over Valanciunas. Can't hit from the elbow. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. It's the Bulls. They lead by 2. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. They've got Kevin Durant. Andre Drummond is out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Korver in at the 4 slot. So that's the Nets 5.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Back to Isaac. Here's Stojakovic. Allen defending. That one's good by Stojakovic.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Nets trail by 3. Allen outside. Here's Drummond. Rebound by the Beast. The Beast has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Stojakovic passes to Ellis. Isaac outside. Pass to the Beast. 6 to shoot. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
The Bulls making a switch here. Brown's checked in. The Nets have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth.
I love when Gilgeous-Alexander looks to score because it forces the defense to act.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
They're also doing a good job working the ball inside tonight. The defense has been struggling to slow them down there in the paint.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, we're seeing a different version of him in this half, taking a more direct approach. He didn't have a single free throw in the first half.
Isaac against Drummond. Pass to Brown. There's the 3. Korver grabs the board. Korver's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Durant. Buried from 15 feet out. And the Nets lead by 1. Coming down the stretch, it's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
Isaac outside. Pass to Brown. From the arc. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
Allen can't get it to go. And Brown has got the ball here for the Bulls. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Garnett. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Now here's Allen. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Allen. There's the triple. Rebound by the Beast. The Beast has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Garnett passes to Ellis. To the inside. Garnett no good. For Brooklyn, they've gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth.
Courageous play inside by Durant. Just absorbing the foul and still putting up the shot.
And the first one at the line is good. So hits one and misses one at the line.
He missed a chance to put them up by 3. You know he'd like to have that one back.
Pass to Brown to win the drought. Sinks it from distance. Brown's got 12 points in just the second half.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his second in this half.
Right side Durant. The teardrop. Easy money for KD inside.
Yeah, he's been able to turn it around after a rough first half. He's now looking much better offensively.
Pass to Ellis. Back to Brown. Pulls up on the wing, and it goes straight through with a swish. Brown's got 36 points. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. And the Nets lead by 2.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
Brooklyn has got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. That shot off the mark. Brown with some nice D. The Bulls have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Ellis passes to the Beast. Durant pulls it in. The Nets have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. To the middle. Korver can't get it to go.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Here's the Beast. Some solid defense from Drummond. Brooklyn has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Allen got a hand on it.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Here's Garnett. Drummond defending. Pass to Brown. Beyond the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go. Brown's got 39.
Bombs away in the first half. He's followed up the effort with 3 more triples since.
Durant with a screen on Brown. Left side Durant. He shoots. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
And that's big-time stuff from Durant. He loves being the guy to take important shots.
Ellis passes to Brown. That 3's off the mark.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Korver. Allen with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander, defended by Brown. 3-pointer. Rebound by the Bulls. The Beast passes to Garnett. Rebound Brooklyn. Korver's and Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Nets. They lead by 1. Takes the 3. That's good from Durant on the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander. Durant's got 12 points here in the second half. And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. And the Bulls making a change here. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. And a big reason their team is down, the three-point line. Coach saying in the huddle, we have to battle on the perimeter. They're outplaying us from the arc. Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't get it to drop. Nice D from Brown. Chicago has gone 4 of 9 from three-point range in the fourth. And he's off from 17. Brooklyn has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Durant, pass to Drummond. Here's Korver. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, obviously Gilgeous-Alexander has the will to win. What a relentless effort.
Brown passes to Towns. Outside, Brown. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure? Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
Drummond, the screen on Brown. Inside.
Yes! Wow! Drummond's able to sink it at the biggest possible moment.
And it's the Bulls' ball. Here's Brown. Cash. And tie game! Huge basket right there.
Look, Brown has proven himself to be a clutch performer, and he does it again.
And Jordy Fernandez calls timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Drummond to screen on Brown. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Markkanen. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Brown against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to the Beast. And here's Markkanen. Shoots over Allen. Oh, no good! To take the lead. Can't get the three to fall. Time expires. We're going to overtime. And we'll return shortly. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game.
Here we go.
Here's Ellis. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Andre Drummond is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Korver in at the power forward position. Durant, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Durant. Fires for three. Chicago with a rebound. Towns has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's Ellis. Here's Brown. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Pass to Allen. Gilgeous-Alexander against Brown. Gilgeous-Alexander no good to take the lead. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line.
And Brown doesn't mind getting roughed up on the way up. In fact, he embraces it.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by one. Both good from the line that time. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Durant with a screen on Brown. Right side Durant. It's hauled in by Garnett. Garnett's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Brown passes to Ellis. Towns outside. Brown with it. Towns outside. 6 on the shot clock. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, you know, usually you want to foul a 7-footer, but not Towns. He's excellent at the line.
We are in OT. A minute and a half gone by in what has been a great one. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Chicago leading by 3. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And he knocks down the first one. Both shots good from the strike. And Brooklyn has possession. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Pass to Drummond and out of bounds. It'll be Chicago ball. Bulls leading by 5. Here's Ellis. And here's Brown. Allen defending. Allen against Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Ellis. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
To end the run, it doesn't go for him. Brown with some nice D. Here's Ellis. Allen defending. And here's Brown. Good! Another from 3.
I mean, he is scorching hot right now. He could be on his way to setting a franchise postseason record with his shooting.
He's caught fire at the right time for this team. Stepped up big in the postseason for him. Durant for 3. Chicago grabs the miss.
These guys really stepped up and played their hearts out to finish the series on their terms. So it's going to be on to the next round for the Bulls.
Talk about saving the best for last. They've been unstoppable here in OT.
Yeah, and with the teams playing even throughout 4 quarters, it's really hard to imagine such an uneven finale.
They just own this series from the start. A clean sweep and a dominant showing from them.
Yeah, super impressive. They took a hold of this series from the jump and just never took their foot off the accelerator.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Jaylen Brown.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
Here's Ellis. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. First one falls for him. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Every trip up the floor gets more and more important.
Yes, indeed. They badly want to stop the bleeding here.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The 3 from Valanciunas.
They've been a different squad here in overtime. I'm just not seeing the same energy level.
And so the Chicago Bulls win the series and will move on. It's a clean sweep. They have no issues winning the series. They're off to the conference finals.
And they're playing with such confidence. I think they might be playing the best basketball of anyone in the league. They're a force. They never gave up on themselves. Everyone gave 110%, and they slowly but surely fought their way back.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Thank you very much. Jaylen, you had it going. Can you talk about the confidence you had tonight?
I'm just trying to continue to show people what I can do, continue to get better. It's a long journey. It's a process. I still got a long way to go and a lot to learn.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. That'll do it for this broadcast.
Game 4 of the Western Conference Semifinals. The Houston Rockets have a battle ahead. Can they even the series at 2 games apiece? They know they can win, and now must rise to the occasion.
Game 4 of the Western Conference Semifinals. So the Lakers win the tip. And the Houston Rockets starting 5. We've got the natural. Malone is out there with Robinson. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Jordan in at the point.
And what's unique about Baylor, he can score from a variety of angles and really good off of either shoulder. Just great extension and body control.
Sinks the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Abdul-Jabbar, a screen on Jordan. The kick out to Abdul-Jabbar. 4 on the shot clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A towering presence on both ends. Abdul-Jabbar is also known for his unblockable and most unique sky hook. Such an impactful, unique big man, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
On the wing, Malone. Şengün covering, and it's Malone missing.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Baylor, and again, the Lakers, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Duncan, he's checked in for Houston.
One shot.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Outside, Malone. Giannis outside. And a miss there on the triple. The Lakers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Jordan with the steal. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to the natural. Here's Duncan. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Malone. Misses from close range.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Nobody does it better than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the paint. Magical. Length, size, touch. Unguardable inside.
Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. And you look at the natural, 3rd in the league. He typically dominates out there. He can seemingly score at will.
And he's taken off on a tremendous scoring streak at the perfect time. I mean, obviously, he's established himself as a premier playoff performer.
Baylor And that one is off. Good work defensively by Malone. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. I talked with Coach about how he plans to stop Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight. Coach laughed and then asked me, you have any ideas? Giannis is an impossible matchup. We just hope to slow him down a little. As always, it's very difficult to game plan for the Greek Freak, a multiple-time MVP. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And it's blocked by Jordan. And they'll keep possession. Baylor's shot is off.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Jordan passes to Antetokounmpo. Duncan with the screen for Giannis. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. Antetokounmpo's got 5.
Well, you know, even when he makes them, the defense doesn't mind seeing Giannis shooting threes.
The shot by Abdul-Jabbar. Nobody around. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Giannis passes to the natural. Here's Malone. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
I think this is where you get the ball to Malone. Feed the big man and let him get busy.
The offensive rebound. Şengün now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's the natural. Can't hit from in close. Lakers leading by 3. Irving looking for an opening. Snatched up.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
And that one's good by Giannis. And Los Angeles guys shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Irving can't hit.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Pass to Malone. Here's the natural. Fires from the wing. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
Not someone who stops the ball. Malone makes great decisions when he passes it.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Some changes for the Lakers. Chris Middleton comes in for Maverick. And it's Simons in for Baylor. And a switch here also for Houston. Murphy's checked in. Abdul-Jabbar for 3. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Jordan the pass to Murphy. A fader. The Lakers with the rebound.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Impressive work protecting the basket. He held his ground nicely on that one.
The kick out to Irving. Off target with his 3. And Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Rockets. Trailing by 2. They won their last game. That was Thursday night.
And it says a lot about you that even when you're not at your best, they definitely were still in that game and able to win comfortably.
They were better than the box score might indicate because they were solid in execution, more so than the stats would show.
Back to Irving. Just 5 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. It's not going to go for him.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Los Angeles is gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Middleton outside. In the corner, Irving with it. Back to Middleton. Clock at 6. The shot's good from Simons.
And while he's not the biggest guy in the world, Simons will battle and make some tough shots like that one.
Duncan with a screen on Şengün. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Gasol's checked in for Los Angeles. And a switch here also for Houston. Tari Eason's checked in for the Natural. 1:50 left here in the first quarter. Here's Gasol. Tim Duncan with the rebound. The Rockets trail. Now here is Murphy. Still without a basket. And to Antetokounmpo. Shot's good.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
To the inside. The shot, no good. Duncan with some nice D. Giannis with it, and Abdul-Jabbar picks him up defensively. Simons against Murphy. Left side Simons. Knocked away and stolen by Jordan. Here's Eason. Here's Duncan. And it's Gasol with the rebound. The Lakers shooting just 35% to start the game. Simons, the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Duncan grabs the rebound. Duncan's got 4 rebounds in this game. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Chris Middleton.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Simons, the pass to Gasol. 5 on the clock. Pulls up on the wing. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Houston. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. And we welcome you back to 2K Sports coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
They've got Pau Gasol. Baylor is out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's Kareem, and it's Maverick in at the 3 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Robinson finds Murphy. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Simons. And Simons has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. And a wide open look for Jordan. The 3-pointer is right on target. Jordan's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Murphy against Baylor. Abdul-Jabbar for 3. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
They get it back. The shot by Murphy. No one around. No good on the 3. Simons kicks to Baylor. Outside, Abdul-Jabbar. And the foul called on Pau Gasol. That's his first foul.
And when Kareem's got it going like this, just let him go to work. Feed the beast and let him eat.
And the Lakers making a change here. Şengün's checked in. The Natural, he's checked in for the Rockets. Robinson a screen on Baylor. Here's the natural. 5 points in the game, and Robinson throws it down hard.
Love the show of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
Pass to Maverick. Back to Baylor. And there's the call on Michael Jordan.
Timeout,
That is
timeout.
his first foul of the game. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. The Lakers with the ball. Şengün kicks to Baylor. And now here's Jordan pushing it up and no one back there.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
That's good. The Houston lead is cut down to a single point after the basket from Elgin Baylor.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The natural shot is off.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
A nice shot by Maverick. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Eason, count that one. And the Rockets lead by 1.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Malone dishes to Jordan. Back to Malone. Here's the natural. Rebound the Lakers. Outside Baylor. Pass to Gasol. Shoots from 8. Robinson pulls it in. Houston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Baylor, that's good.
And, you know, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range.
Robinson passes to Eason. Robinson down low. He's up against Gasol. Clock at 4. Robinson misses.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Maverick can't hit. And here's Malone. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. They trail by 1. Oh, wow, guys, doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, this is why you build out your depth as best you can. I mean, you just never know when injuries might show up.
Chris Middleton's checked in for the Lakers. Kyrie Irving comes in for Anthony Simons. Houston making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Pass to Middleton. Baylor with the ball. Over Jordan. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Baylor's got it all tied up now for the Lakers.
Boy, beautiful dime there by Kyrie. We've seen him improve as a passer since he's been in the league.
There's a screen by Robinson. And stolen by Gasol. Outside Baylor. Pass to Irving. And the rejection by Giannis. Here's the natural. Now here's Antetokounmpo outside for Jordan. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Jordan's got a pair of triples in the second now for Houston. Pass to Şengün. Got a piece of it. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Alperen Şengün.
When you look at the length of Antetokounmpo, it really makes it hard for defenders. As a matter of fact, most of the time, they have no chance to deal with it.
Free throw good. Giannis Los Angeles making a switch here. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for the Rockets. Good on both.
He's a nightly triple-double threat, and I think Giannis is the most unguardable player in the game.
Outside Irving. Pass to Middleton. 6 on the shot clock. Over onto Tacumbo. It's rebounded by Houston. Duncan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Up top, Şengün. He's covered by Malone. Here's Abdul-Jabbar to stop the run. Duncan with the block. Rockets leading by 7. And it's time for an injury report.
Hey guys, I got an update from the head athletic trainer of the Lakers. Now, he told me that it's a knee sprain, and it's definitely painful, but it's fortunate it wasn't worse. He's definitely out for the rest of tonight, and he'll probably need some recovery time beyond that. Guys, back to you.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
It's deflected. And here we go. Jordan going to the hoop.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line. Houston making a switch here. Murphy's checked in. The Lakers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. The natural, the pass to Duncan. Irving with the steal. 1:16 left in the second quarter. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to the natural. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Şengün covering. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
You know, Giannis wants to get a few steps closer, but he's worked really hard to make this mid-range shot more consistent.
Abdul-Jabbar for 3. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
A shot by Jordan, no good. Lakers trail by 6. For the 3, and it's Abdul-Jabbar. That time on the assist by Baylor. Abdul-Jabbar's got 26.
Oh, nice setup by Baylor. Man, this guy can pass, shoot, rebound. Anything you need, he's there to provide it.
Duncan with the screen for Murphy. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Houston on top. They lead by 3. 2K Sports. Back in a moment here in Los Angeles.
This is why so many teams are trying to play with pace. The defense just couldn't match up with them in the space. It's
seeing how things are shaking down for the Lakers. They know a win would give them a big advantage in the series and take them one step closer to a postseason upset.
It's hard not to love an underdog, and I'm not talking about our underdog. I'm talking about this underdog. EJ, check this out. No easy wins here in the postseason. They need to stay on their A game.
And the most important games are often the toughest games to close out. So we just have to wait and see what happens.
That we will. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. Really an incredible game from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. So on the floor for Houston, Malone is out there with Robinson. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Michael Jordan, and it's the natural in at the two-guard spot. Jordan kicks to Antetokounmpo. There's a screen. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And, you know, at almost 7 feet tall, Antetokounmpo is dangerous down inside, really. I mean, the defense has to be physical with him if they want to have a chance at preventing him from scoring in the paint.
He hits the second from the line.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him with an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That's on David Robinson.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Jordan passes to Giannis. Here's Malone. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. And the Rockets lead by 3.
A go-to shot for Malone. He looks so comfortable and in rhythm from the mid-range.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
The natural, the pass to Malone. Houston moving it around. Here's the natural. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Baylor. Baylor's got his 4th rebound in this one. Irving finds Abdul-Jabbar. And here's Middleton. Here's Baylor. And the rejection by Giannis. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Jordan. And both free throws good for Jordan.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Nailed from three-point land. Abdul-Jabbar's got 32 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
For the tie, and Middleton, the basket on the assist by Baylor. Baylor's got 6 assists here tonight. And so Jordan will bring it up for Houston. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Right at the free throw line. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And that's 21 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He is certainly one of the few true franchise cornerstones in the league. Few guys can take over a game like the Greek Freak.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Pau Gasol is checked in for Alperen Şengün. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Baylor passes to Abdul-Jabbar. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on David Robinson.
Getting to the line a lot. Kareem, adept at forcing and drawing fouls.
Lakers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. The free throw drops for Abdul-Jabbar. And both free throws good for Abdul-Jabbar.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Baylor against Jordan. Abdul-Jabbar looking over the floor. 5 to shoot. The Rockets pull it in. Here's the natural, and the layup's good off the glass. Now it's a 5-point Rocket lead.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Abdul-Jabbar outside. Over Robinson. And again, the Lakers no good. Rockets leading by 5. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it. Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Looking to end the run, and he lays it up and in. Abdul-Jabbar's got 36.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants to talk to his guys. Giannis with it. Baylor picks him up. Screen by Malone. Here's the natural. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
The defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
Abdul-Jabbar passes to Middleton. That one misses. Rockets leading by 5. Jordan outside. Robinson passes to the natural. Abdul-Jabbar against Jordan. 4 on the clock. Houston needs to get a shot at the natural. A three-pointer, no good.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Outside, Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Gasol. Another shot. That shot misses. Nice D from Malone. Here's the natural. He's got 12. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. And here's Jordan outside. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score or just great ball movement.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
You got to appreciate Kyrie Irving's court awareness. Outstanding. Finding open teammates.
Pass to Malone. Back to Jordan. Elgin Baylor with the rebound. Baylor's got 5 rebounds tonight. Over Jordan. Ball's knocked loose.
You know, his scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Antetokounmpo, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Gasol kicks to Middleton. Looking for Baylor, and he gets it there. Hits the jump hook. Baylor's got 10.
Wow, I'm surprised he took that shot, but he has a huge size disadvantage in that matchup. But tremendous job to knock that one down.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Şengün's checked in for the Lakers. Malone finds Murphy. Malone sets the pick for Murphy. The Rockets again can't hit. Lakers trail by 4. Şengün with the screen for Irving. Gasol passes to Middleton. Here's Baylor, again Los Angeles.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Duncan with a screen on Baylor. The natural shot is off. Los Angeles has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Middleton can't get it to go. Rockets have gone 6 of 14 since halftime, a little cold from the field. Here's the natural. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Jordan's checked in for Houston. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Lakers. Pass to Gasol. Now Middleton from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. Duncan's got his 6th rebound on the night. Giannis kicks to Jordan. Here's the natural, covered by Irving. Here's the natural. Here's Duncan. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Nasir Little, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Irving for three. Tim Duncan with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Malone sets the pick for Giannis. Pass to Malone.
You know, there's no easy way to stop Malone inside without fouling him. He's got so much strength.
For Houston, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
The bruising power forward, Malone, a dominant offensive player between his nifty post moves and that soft mid-range.
Martin's checked in for the Lakers. And so he hits both.
What you can't help but notice this half is how good they've been from the free throw line. Lights out.
Outside Irving. Elgin Baylor on the wing to end the run. And so it's the Houston Rockets in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. Back to the action in just a minute. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Lowry out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Alperen Şengün. Then it's Kareem, and it's Baylor in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guys. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
Malone, the pass to Duncan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Giannis. Kicks it out to Malone. And some nice passing there by Houston. And Alperen Şengün gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And the Lakers making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. Lakers on D. Pass to the natural. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. 18 points for the natural.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Irving finds Abdul-Jabbar.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Outside Irving. Just 5 on the clock. Some dishes to Abdul-Jabbar. It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Clarkson.
Fighting his way inside, Clarkson shows good body control.
Pass to the natural. Antetokounmpo against Baylor. Outside, Antetokounmpo. It's rebounded by Baylor. Baylor's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. That 3 off the mark. Rockets leading by 10. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Stolen by Clarkson. Now here's Baylor. Outside, Antetokounmpo. The Rockets again can't hit. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Abdul-Jabbar, a screen on Jordan. A nice shot by Irving.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Aaron Holiday's checked in for Clarkson. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Robinson's checked in. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. During the last break, got to listen in on Ime Udoka's huddle with his team. Now, he heaped praise on the defense. He said, the pressure's great. I love it. Keep making them make mistakes, guys. It's working. He thinks they're on the right track here. Guys, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Offensive rebound. Malone kicks to Jordan. Shot clock at 5. Here's the natural. Connects from three-point range. The natural's got 6 here in this quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on David Robinson.
You know, the size of Abdul-Jabbar typically overwhelms defenses, especially when he's operating close to the rim, forcing them to act as he draws the foul.
The first free throw is good.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
And the Lakers making a change here. Gasol's checked in. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Giannis. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Şengün's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Irving passes to Abdul-Jabbar. The 3. It's rebounded by Jordan.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Pass to the natural. Shot on the wing. Rebounded by the Lakers. And they've got time, Greg, to chip away at this lead.
Yeah, still lots of time, but they have to play smart if they want to erase this deficit.
Here's Baylor. Good work defensively by Malone. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Houston. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Baylor dishes to Gasol.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Free throw good, Gasol. Both free throws good from Gasol.
And really about as good a free throw shooting team as you're going to see. We're getting plenty of proof of that tonight.
Giannis kicks to Malone. Moving against Jordan. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Latrey. Here's Robinson. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. And the Rockets lead by 10.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Lakers. And the second free throw, good. Here's Baylor. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession.
Connects again from distance.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And he's now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game. Outside, Antetokounmpo. There goes Antetokounmpo. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You know, when Antetokounmpo puts his head down, man, it is a really terrifying sight for the defense when this guy's coming at you, all limbs and arms and size and ball skills.
Shooting 2.
Usually you just end up hacking away at him to stop him from getting to the hoop.
That free throw missing.
And he's taking care of the hard part tonight, which is getting to the line. But he hasn't finished the job once he gets there.
He's off on the second.
And this has not been a very good performance at the line for him. And in fact, it's been downright ugly.
Middleton the pass to Baylor. 5 to shoot.
And, you know, beyond all the things Baylor gives you, he's an entertainer out on the floor. The acrobatics we see, something spectacular from this guy almost every game.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Rockets.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
And so Baylor nails both of them. Rockets leading by 3. Pass to Malone. Now, Antetokounmpo, defended by Middleton, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Shooting 2.
first one falls for him.
Well, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half, getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunities.
And both free throws good for Giannis.
And he can kind of relax a little bit now as he finally comes through at the line. He'd let a few too many of those chances get by.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Lakers trail by 5. Irving passes to Baylor. Good D by Jordan. Houston's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. The drive by Malone. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Bullying his way inside. When Malone is cutting hard like that, it forces the defense to react.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Malone. And here's Abdul-Jabbar. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Baylor. That shot is off. Rockets leading by 7. The natural, the pass to Antetokounmpo. From 12 feet out, it's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Moving a screen on Malone. Stolen by Robinson. Down low. And the jam by Karl Malone.
I love watching Malone just use that strength. He's so good at just kind of burrowing his way inside and then finishing above the rim.
And that one's good by Abdul-Jabbar.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Şengün with a screen on Robinson. No good from Abdul-Jabbar. Houston leading by 9. Right wing. The natural, the pass to Giannis. Now Robinson, and it's Robinson with the jam.
And entering the final countdown, Game 4 effectively decided here, guys. This is just a tremendous accomplishment for the Rockets.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
The win tonight will bring the series to dead even at 2 games apiece, just what they had hoped for before the location changes again.
Just where they want to be. I mean, they fought hard, and boy, did they look great tonight and got the job done.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis.
He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This was a crucial game for him, tying up the series at 2 apiece, Greg. A huge accomplishment.
And this series, I think, hinged on who picked up Game 4, Kevin. I mean, now it's a 3-game series, and anything can happen.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much, Giannis. Great individual performance. I guess you're going for another MVP, huh?
Hey, you know, I try not to think about it that much. My mindset is do my job, do whatever it takes to help my team win, and all I get about is that we got to win.
Love the humble brag, man. Congrats on the win. Thanks.
Thanks so much, David. It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second-round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look.
you.